Now watch this. This is what the Keith Moon taught me before he died, you know, from The Who. Ready? Hi, I'm Electric Richard, and this is about the next generation consoles and what they need to succeed. Now, with a plethora of rumours floating around, it's hard to tell exactly what we can expect from the next generation consoles, other than they'll probably exist, which is a fair bet. So, I've been pouring my eye over all the rumours that have been coming out in the past few weeks and months, and distilling them into some facts, into some do's and don'ts. If some of them are true, great. If some of them are false, fine. But this is what the next gen consoles need to be successful and to actually be contenders to their predecessors' thrones and to anything else that might want to chip away at their market. So, Sony, Xbox, pay attention to this. First up, guys, no compulsory internet connection. While the Xbox 360 sort of has this already, it's very annoying because you don't always want to have a net connection. You don't always need one. You just want to play a single player game and off you go. And basically, for those who don't use Xbox Live, for instance, on the Xbox 360, the menus just consist of different shapes and sizes of the Xbox Live logo, and that is really tedious and really boring. I know Xbox, I know Microsoft, you want to sell the online side, you want to make it a big part of the gaming experience, but here's the thing, it's not important. The games are what's important, yeah? Playing with your mates is part of that, it's a choice, but it's not crucial. The game is the key. Plus, it excludes people who live in remote areas where internet connections are very thin on the ground. So don't do that, Microsoft and Sony, don't do that. In the case of the Xbox 720, no compulsory connect, please. I don't want electronics looking at my family and me. It's weird. Do you understand that? It's weird. I don't want my Xbox to see me game naked. That's not up to the Xbox to see that, eh? It's my neighbours. That's what the neighbours are for. They get to see me play naked, not the Xbox. So no compulsory connect, or the equivalent of on PlayStation. If 4K gaming is indeed something that's coming along, 4K of course is 4 times the resolution of the highest high definitions. That's a lot of information on screen. Please, please, Sony and Microsoft, make sure it's an option, okay? Don't make it compulsory. Don't make us want to rush out and buy these televisions at ridiculous amounts of money. We're going to be buying your console, so that's going to be expensive. We can't afford to rush out and buy a television. No. What you should be sticking to instead is true 1080p gaming. Since most games that come out today are at 720p, some at 1080i, the occasional at 1080p, I want to see true 1080p gaming all along the way. So do that. Likewise, 3D should just be an option, not compulsory. So make sure that on your 3D as an option, it's a 1080p 3D, not 720p 3D. If you can't keep up with all these numbers and letters I'm saying, then you're probably watching the wrong show. But just to explain, to do 3D at high definition basically takes, it's like 2 signals going through the screen at once. So for the PlayStation 3 to do 720p, which is the lowest form of high definition, it takes quite a lot of processing power. For it to do 1080p, well, it can't at the moment, so that would be a PS4 thing. So hopefully the PS4 and the Xbox 720 will be powerful enough, if it chooses to do this, spit out 3D at 1080p. So that would be very, very nice as an option. Oh, I tell you what, you two consoles, you 720 and PS4, you better have some seriously good launch titles lined up. Oh, some good ones. I want to see some brand new, fresh, original IPs right in front of my eyes to make use of the massive amounts of memory and hard disk space so we can have hugely playable levels, something that dwarfs, say, even the biggest on Battlefield, and really intelligent AI. It makes me think I'm playing with the Terminator himself, you know? That's what I want. But, you know, I understand maybe we're going to need to release IPs which are, you know, already famous, so your Halo 5s and your next Battlefields, your next Tomb Raiders, and, you know, I get it. I get it. Now, as I understand it, there's going to be some new controllers to be announced, possibly, especially for the PS4. If this is the case, guys, I know you're listening to me, the people who make these new consoles, please make sure they're not compulsory. I don't want to have to absolutely buy multiple controllers again for all my new consoles. I've got a perfectly good set of Xbox 360 consoles and a couple of pretty decent PS3 console controllers. So let's make the games, yes, compatible with the old controllers fully. so that no functions are locked out because I don't have the touchscreen thing or the whistle attached to it or the nose plug which comes with the new controller. I just want to be able to play the games with the money I've already spent on your stuff. Just you get me? Now, backward compatibility. Backward compatibility. These days it's neither here nor there. The PS3 didn't have it, and it did okay. Eventually, the Wii did have it, and I don't know how many of you guys used the Wii's GameCube functionality, but now I've got a Wii U, I'm kind of missing it a little bit, just a little bit. But still, Nintendo again have proven that perhaps the new way to give gamers access to their old library is to make them available online as downloads. Now, this is fine, and this is something that's been bugging gamers for a little while, and that is this. If you already own the game, why should you have to buy it again? That seems ridiculous. So, I want to see a system brought into place where you can somehow send off your game and get a token or some sort of thing added to your online account that saves you having to buy the whole thing again. And if you think in this modern day and age people don't like to use the post for their discs, just tell that to Love Film, yeah? Because they're doing alright. Well, it works. They might not be doing a massive profit, but it works. Now this is perhaps the most important aspect of the next generation consoles. Please, guys, the makers of the PS4 and the Xbox 720, please make sure that the system you have in place to report people who are really rude, who are properly racist or sexist or just demons with their mouths and their snotty language, yeah? Make sure there's a very, very, very good system to report them. A system that punishes them within their gaming circles. Doesn't report them to the police, that's not important. That docks them points or knocks them offline for a few days or something that will punish them properly for being complete and utter spoons online. And finally, this is a bugbear from me for the last set of consoles. I would like to be able to take my avatars, my online accounts, to my friend's house and play with them. What do I mean by that? Well, very often I'm on Halo and I'm busy playing away thinking, those 4 guys, this is one guy and his 3 mates. They've probably never played Halo in their life before, but it turns out they all have. They're all very, very good. But the scores that they get from kicking my ass quite hard does not go into their normal scores because they're playing at their friend's house. Now, if the Wii can get around this by uploading your me onto the controller, then why can't the Xbox 360? Why can't the Xbox 720? That's what I want to see on the next gen consoles. I want to see some kind of move across of your avatar so that when you game at your friend's house, on your buddy's consoles, it adds to your own score. Now there should be a way of doing this, it can't be that hard, figure it out. And that's all we have got time for. That's all we have got time for. Is that a phrase? I guess it is. I've been Electric Richard, always have been, always shall be. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel because we really need subscribers. Leave some comments and drop me a tweet because I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, happy gaming!